these guys. Yeah, it seems that we have it figured out. Okay, so let me reintroduce UniLend Finance with all of you guys. Thank you so much for staying with us. Okay, so UniLend Finance is a multi-chain protocol for lending and borrowing all ERC20 access permissionlessly. They are developing a futuristic base layer for all DeFi applications. UniLend's native token, UFT, is live on Binance with BUSD and ETH pairs. Today is a very special day as UniLend's team is going to unveil its new version, UniLend OMNIS, to the Binance community first. So you are all the first guys that will be seeing the amazing UniLend OMNIS. So let's now welcome Chandresh, founder and CEO at UniLend Finance again. Hello.
Hey, Sudan. Thank you.
Hello,
Thanks a lot
Chandresh.
for inviting us here.
Thank you so much. So today we are giving away 5,000 in UFT. You could be the winner. Just keep on watching and we'll let you know how to win. So let me introduce the live flow of today's AMA first. Part 1 will be the Let's Chat part, and part 2 will be the social media AMA, where you could grab a share of $1,000 in UFT. So part 3 will be the live Q&A section. You can just leave your questions in the comment section below and share 1,000 in UFT. So now it's not the Q&A section, so you just need to prepare your questions and ask it in part 3. So the last part will be the quiz part. You can just answer the questions in the comment section and share a 2,000 UFT prize pool. So before we start, I'm thrilled to let the UFT community know that we are giving away 1,000 worth of UFT to all of you. So you can share the prize pool by signing up for an account on Binance.com using the code KPJ7DC8. You can see the code down below, and pass KYC by 26th of May. So register now. Okay, so let's get started. Hey Chandresh, would you mind introducing yourself to all of us?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Susan, for the amazing introduction about Uniland. And as far as my blockchain journey goes, so I am a software engineer. I did my computer science engineering and completed in 2012. Then after that I did MBA and I led the complete marketing initiative for Vodafone for around 2 years. After that, I started reading about blockchain. I read about Bitcoin. Then I read about Ethereum, and I was following all the great work which Binance was doing. So I sort of started my journey in around mid 2016, 2017. And after reading a lot, I figured out, okay, now this is going to be the next big thing in the complete world, and this is going to revolutionize the complete finance industry. So Sandeep, who is the co-founder of Polygon, he was also a super senior of my MBA college. So I, after doing a lot of work in the Ethereum ecosystem in India, I started as a chief marketing officer position for Matic, which is now Polygon. So work really closely with Sandeep for more than a year, and took a lot of different initiatives with Matic for more than a year. And we were trying to get Matic listed for lending and borrowing. And at that time, this idea struck to my mind that we should have a permissionless money market which will be able to support the lending and borrowing of all tokens. So from there, the idea of Uniland came, and I, along with my two other co-founders who were building Meta Transact, which was Meta transaction protocol on top of Ethereum. We started up with Uniland, and here we are after more than a year, releasing the revolutionary protocol which is most needed in the ecosystem currently.
Thank you so much for the amazing introduction. Okay, so for those in our community who are not yet very familiar with UniLend, could you please go into further detail about UniLend Finance and also your mission?
Mhm. Yeah, so basically, if you look at the multiple layers which exist in the blockchain ecosystem, so we can consider the first layer is the blockchain layer. We have solution like Ethereum, we have solution like Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche, so many, blockchain solution which exist. On top of that, there comes the layer two where we have protocols like Aave, Compound, Uniswap, and UniLend is one of the protocol which lies in that layer 2. On top of that, multiple utilities and use cases can be built. So we built UniLend as a layer, the layer 2 protocol in this paradigm, on top of which, let's say, NFT things are working really well now. So if whoever is the community, they want to lend and borrow their NFT, that protocol can be built. There are multiple fixed yield protocol which are being built. So we have one of our ecosystem protocol, Unreal Finance, who is building on top of us. There are many, there are many leverage tokens which exist in the market, like BNB Bull, BNB Bear, all these tokens which exist. Our protocol can support the lending and borrowing of those assets also. We also have a lot of projects which are not on Aave Compound, but they would like to start their lending and borrowing. Our isolated lending pool innovation which we have done with Uniland V2 will be able to support them. We can talk about the real world assets. So basically, this is a this is a base protocol which will be able to solve many problems which the current money market ecosystem exists. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, sounds really cool. So, you mentioned details about UniLend Finance, but I was wondering if you could elaborate on how UniLend Finance is different from other lending and borrowing protocols, because you just mentioned that there are a lot of, lending
Yeah.
protocols here, but what's unique about UniLend Finance?
Mhm. So basically, if we look at the other money markets in the ecosystem currently, they
Mm-hmm.
act as a gatekeeper for which tokens can be, added in lending and borrowing. So if we take example of Aave and Compound, which are the major money markets, decentralized money markets in the ecosystem, they support only around 20 to 30 assets currently for lending and borrowing. We have built out, so they have to do this because they are built on the complete different paradigm, whereas we are building it on the basis of isolated lending pools. So take recent example of Luna and UST collapse which has happened. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that was very bad for the ecosystem. And what has happened, there were many lending and borrowing protocols which were supporting UST as a collateral, which were supporting Luna as a collateral. So because of the way these protocols are built, if a single asset goes down, so Luna went down, UST went down, the complete money market protocol went down with it. So I won't like to take names, but you go into the Avalanche ecosystem, you go into different ecosystem, Terra ecosystem, you will find their lending and borrowing protocols are hugely impacted and a lot of users lost their funds. So our protocol is built on the thesis of isolated lending pools, where if we would have supported UST Luna ecosystem, their pools would have been different. So users get a choice that, okay, if I want to lend my UFT tokens or if I want to lend my BNB tokens, I will be able to choose the ecosystem or the token I want to lend it against. So in that way, if the UST Luna collapse would have happened on our protocol, it would have only impacted their audience. It would not have impacted the other pools which are existing on our protocol. So in this way, our protocol is much safer and much secured and is ready to handle such type of situations which are handling in the market. So in this way, and also on the user interface side, we have built it so simple. It is just users will be able to see it. It is just like the user experience which you are having with Uniswap. So we are building it to that level, and at the same time we are in touch with lot of different projects which are building on top of our protocol. So if there is lot of work happening in the ecosystem, and that is why we stand we stand pretty different from the other protocols, and we have a vision of solving all the money market problems and bring more players into this ecosystem of money markets.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it sounds like the isolation, the is very essential. Yeah,
Yes.
um, we all know that UniLend V1 was launched on BSC last year, so it was called BSC, but it's now called BNB Chain. So
Mhm.
it was launched last year. Can you share more about your upcoming plans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, Binance team and the BNB chain team has been one of the teams which have been providing us continuous support. Be it as getting listed on Binance platform, then the multiple different events we planned, and we told the Binance team that okay, we are launching our testnet, so we got the opportunity to come on Binance Live. So definitely, and if we talk about the BNB chain, we launched our version 1, received a huge support from the community and the team also, and we saw that one of our grant project U-Boost, got a lot of traction on BNB chain, and they did more than $50 million worth of volume in flash loans for different assets like BNB, UFT. So we I mean, this ecosystem has been supporting us continuously. We are planning to start our testnet launch with Coven testnet on Ethereum. But yeah, I mean, getting the support on from the Binance team and the Binance chain, BNB chain team is definitely there, and we would be more than glad to launch again our version 2 with you guys.
Yeah, yeah, thank you so much for the support for Binance and also BNB Chain. Okay, so you just mentioned that you are launching Omnis, and I can see that our audience is very excited because I can see comments like Omnis will be the king and stuff like that, and I can see that I can feel their you know excitement in the comment section already. So, Chandrich, can you please help our viewers to understand what new features are added in UniLend Omnis?
Mhm. Yeah, so basically, when we take examples of other major protocols, first part is the permissionless listing. So if any project want to start their lending and borrowing solution, they can't do currently in the ecosystem. But with Omnis V2 launch, they will be able to open their isolated lending pools, and their community can also start doing the lending and borrowing. Second part is that we have seen whenever events, we call it the black swan events. Whenever such events happen, there is generally a lot of problem with liquidations. So
Yeah,
we have built out, and the chain gets congested, the gas fees is soaring high, and users are not able to liquidate, and a lot of user fund also go underwater. I mean, they lose their money even without any issue or any mistake on their side. So we are coming up with a new concept which we are naming as auto concentrated liquidations. So in these things, what happens that we batch all the liquidations, be it from different addresses, be it of different numbers. We batch all the liquidations and we do it in a single transaction. So it reduces a lot of part on the liquidator front also, and at the same time the chain is not congested, and we are making sure that no user loses their funds. So in this combination is helping us a lot, and it will help the complete ecosystem to get better over the period of time. We are receiving feedback from some major protocols also, that they really like the idea and the innovation of concentrated liquidations, and they will also be implementing it in future. Apart from this, we are also the LP positions which users will have, it will be it will be represented as the NFTs. So that we are seeing that people generally want to start their own money market. OpenSea has been one of the biggest gas guzzler. So if anyone wants to create a secondary market with our LPs, that also be possible on OpenSea. with the NFT which we will be giving to our users. And we also plan to launch our governance. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. We have done a lot of innovations in our version 2, and community will be so excited. Like, this version will present the opportunity to long and short any asset on the completely decentralized on the blockchain. So yes, so many cool things are happening. I mean, I would request users to go and read our white paper. It will give more idea. Otherwise, I can just keep on speaking. You are on mute, Susan.
Yeah, thank you so much. And
Mhm.
it looks like you gave us some introduction of the Omnis, and there are lots of things, literally lots of things to explore if in your white paper or your community. So if you like to learn more, feel free to read the white paper and also join their communities. So let me show the link to UniLend Finance community. So if you're interested, just follow their Twitter at UniLend_finance, and also join their Telegram group at UniLend Finance. So thank you so much for the introduction, and I'm sure that your community are thrilled to learn about the upcoming launch of the Omnis platform. So okay, you just introduced some of the features that will be added to UniLend Omnis, and they sounds really cool. That brings us to the most exciting part. UniLend Omnis will be revealed now for the first time to the world. Chandresh, would you mind, sharing your screen and reviewing the UniLend Omnis to our viewers and the world?
Yeah, sure. This is like our community is very excited for this thing. So this
I can
is
imagine, yeah.
Yeah, this is a very basic version. I would say we had our code live for more than 7-8 months, and after that, we have done the successful audit with Pack Shield, and we have done the successful audit with Slow Mist also. There are some more audits which we are doing. They are in progress. Apart from this, we have been running our bug bounty for the smart contract on Immunify platform from some quite a time, and we received a huge support from the developer community. So basically, this is the very basic version of our protocol. Users will be able to see those who take part. We are soon going to launch a form where we are inviting users to test out our platform, so you will be able to test it out. This is currently on beta.unilend.finance. So basically, what we have done, users soon will be able to get the opportunity to create their own pool. Currently, we have created three pools. First one is UniLend Polygon, UniLend USDC, and USDC Polygon. So let us talk more about the UniLend USDC pool. So
Okay.
if I go in brief details, we will be able to see that currently I have 100 Uniline liquidity which I have already added to the protocol. So in this particular thing, what I will be able to do, if I have some UFT tokens and I want some USDC from the market, I can basically go lend my UFT tokens and I will be able to borrow USDC. If I have USDC and I am able to get some better yield for UFT token somewhere, and I want to borrow UFT token for going long on it, that also I can do by providing the USDC as a collateral, and I will be able to borrow UFT. I can see the lend and redeem option here because currently I have already added some liquidity of UFT tokens. So what I will do, I will just go ahead, and currently you can see I'm getting around 59% APY for UFT. So let's say I want to lend 100 UFT again to the platform. So I'm just going approving the transaction. This is on Coven testnet currently. So I have gone ahead. I have lended 100 UFT. So it will start reflecting as soon as the transaction is done. It will start reflecting in my liquidity. And
Oh,
let's say
yeah.
Yeah, so now I have 200 UFT landed. If I want to redeem, so whatever UFT I have landed, I can redeem it. It is showing me only 173 because I have already borrowed some USDC. So that amount is stuck as a collateral because I have borrowed UFT with USDC. So let's go and let us try. I have already borrowed 20 USDC. I can set my loan to value ratio here. You can see the borrow APY is 13% currently, and the maximum loan to value which I will be able to get from UFT currently is 75%. So let's say I want to borrow, the 30 more USDC currently. So here you can see that it is showing collateral required from wallet. So I will require around 112 UFT as a collateral for borrowing 10 USDC apart from the UFT which I have already have. So let's say I borrow 10 USDC. So I am trying to borrow 10 USDC from this. So here you can see I have sent out the transaction. Now in my wallet, I will be able to see that okay, I have borrowed. Okay, it is reflected. My transaction is successful. So currently I have borrowed 30 USDC. Now if I want to deploy this USDC in any strategy I want, or if I wanted to go short on some token, I can do that with the help of this. Once my use is done, I can go ahead and I can repay all the amount which I have borrowed. At the same time, some interest which I have to pay, because I have borrowed. So this is a basic, very very basic version we have built out currently, and we will be inviting. So this is mostly to test out, on the front of. This is mostly to test out on the front of the different functionalities which are there. So users will be able to create any pool for any asset. If you hold some token in your wallet currently, you want to earn some APY on it, come ahead, create a pool, and once the community knows about it, they start interacting with it. The functioning will start working. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the amazing sharing. So you just mentioned that it's in beta version, right? And there's some
Yes.
bounty program. So yeah, you would invite all people to join and to see to try it out to see if it works and everything like that. But yeah, I'm sure it works, and I hope everyone go to the platform and see how it works. Okay, so thank you very much, Chandresh, for sharing. Now let's move to part 2 of today's live.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's social media Q&A section. Okay,
Okay.
we've collected 5 questions from the community before the live, and
Mhm.
Chandresh is here to answer them. Each of the winners will be rewarded with 200 worth of UFT. So if your questions were not selected, no worries, you can still ask them later during our live Q&A section. Chandresh will select 5 of his favorite questions, and our chosen winner will be rewarded with 200 US dollar worth of UFT too. So prepare your questions now. Okay, so before we go to the Q&A section, let me remind all of you that we are giving away 1,000 US dollar worth of UFT if you sign up an account on Binance.com with the code KPJ7DQC8 and pass KYC by 26th of May. So register now. Okay, so let's see who got a chance to share the 1,000 worth of UFT token at the social media section. Okay, so congrats to Lucifer 7509138. So the first question is, how is UniLend going to compete with protocols like Aave, which are very popular and already have great liquidity of blue chip tokens? Also, Flash loans announced in version 1. Will it be part of version 2 too?
Yeah, great. I firstly I would say this is a great question from the Lucifer side. So, to answer the second question, was also flash loans announced in V1, will it be a part of V2? Yes, definitely the flash loans will be a part of version 2. And on top of this, we were charging around 0.05% fees for our flash loans in version 1. And we have decided that the flash loans of V2 are going to be free for the users. So, if you want to take flash loan, you can come to our version 2 and you will be able to take flash loans for free. You currently you give around 0.09% to Aave and 0.3% to Uniswap. So all that money you can save by using flash loans on our protocol. Now, how we are going to compete with Aave? So definitely Aave is one of the protocol which exists and they have from a long time and they have done a lot of innovation. We can't take anything from them for all the hard work they have done. But like I mentioned, our complete protocol is based on a different idea. We are coming up with a isolated lending pools. Now you take example of Luna and UST. There were no lending and borrowing which was supported for Luna, even though Luna and UST, even though they were in top 10. There are so many different tokens and there are so many different protocols which exist in top 50. They have good liquidity, they have good trading volume. The money, if their money market exists, a lot of people would like to interact with it. Though they are not on Aave currently, we are going to open the market for all of those, all of those users, all of those protocols, and it is going to be great for their project in terms of building their presence on decentralized finance. On top of that, we are in touch with multiple DAO treasuries who basically want to, deploy their capital, and currently they can't do it with Aave. They will be able to do it with our protocol. On the second part, we are in touch with multiple hedge funds, multiple teams. I would like to name one of the teams like Rift Finance. They are building a solution where treasury gives their tokens, and at the same time they bring Ethereum, USDC or other tokens from different hedge funds, and they are providing liquidity on platforms like Uniswap, SushiSwap. So we have a partnership with them also, where they will be using the UniLend version 2 solution, and they will be bringing the liquidity from their side. So yeah, I mean, a lot of work is going on in the background. We are getting support from different blockchain ecosystem also. So yeah, we think that we will be able to compete with the major protocols, and as we have multiple USPs, we will definitely get the traction.
Yeah, yeah, we hope so. And
Yeah.
also, yeah, yeah. So let's see who the next winner is. Okay, congrats to Show Chain Chain 9. So the question is, does UniLand have audit certificate and anti-hack to make users feel more safe, trust, and secure to your project?
Yeah, this is also a good question. So the basic ethos behind which the Uniland is built is that, we from the start we believe that users should have a choice, whatever money they are lending, against which token they want to lend. Let's say I want to lend my Ethereum. I don't trust USDT. I don't trust any other algorithmic stable coin. I only trust USDC. So in the current protocols like Aave Compound, you are lending your Ethereum against all the risky assets like USDT and many more. On our protocol, you will be able to choose if you want to go ahead with USDT, if you want to go ahead with USDC. And like I mentioned about concentrated liquidation, so on the innovation layer also, you can say we are much more safer as compared to other major money markets protocol. When we talk about the audit certificate, we definitely have our audit done from PeckShield, which is one of the famous auditors in the industry currently. We have also done one more audit with Slow Mist, and like I mentioned, there are few more audits which are in pipeline currently. And at the same time, apart from audit firms, also we have our smart contract live with Immunify, with good sum of money for bug bounty. And there are around thousands of developers which have participated, gone through our code, suggested few suggestions. We have agreed on few of the suggestions also. We have given some bounty to one of the suggestion also, which helped. It was a very minor thing, but it could make a protocol better, so we accepted that suggestion. So in that, from that point of view, it is more secure than other protocols. At the same time, we are not rushing for the launch. We believe in, what CZ says, slowly but surely. We know this system, this innovation is needed. We are going slowly, we are making sure it is safe and secure, and we will launch with proper security. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very important actually, not rushing everything, because
Yeah.
blockchain changes every day, and also people are getting more cautious about the safety of a protocol or a platform, a project. So yeah, I'm really impressed at how good the UniLend finance team were doing at launching the V2. Okay, so let's see who the third winner is. Okay, congrats to T Hoi K9. So the question is, how big is the community on UniLend? Would you accept community idea to help you for the development of the project?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we are the community first project. I was the one who was doing a lot of community activities and building the community for Matic, which is now Polygon. So this is my USP. I generally stay in touch with community, and over the period of time, we now have more than 200K plus community across all the platforms, which is a very good number if we have so many people who are looking out for what we are doing. At the same time, we have good followings on our Twitter also. There are a lot of discussions which keeps on happening in our Telegram group, not only about Uniland, but also on the complete industry is evolving and how the lending and borrowing platforms are doing. In terms of taking feedback from the community on development front, definitely. We, like I mentioned, we have taken multiple suggestions from the community, and the testnet which we are launching is going to be, one of the place where we would like our community to come help us
Yes.
in testing the protocol, provide their feedback, and we will be accepting it. After the launch also, we plan to launch our governance and the major decisions which we plan to do on the protocol level. We will definitely take the help of the Uniland finance token community in terms of deciding on these factors. So yeah, we are all for the community, and we would love you guys to join us.
Yeah, I agree with you that community is vital to the success of a project, especially now everything has to be transparent, and also you have to move very, very fast in order to keep up with the trend or something like that. So a community is one of the most important elements to a project, I would say. Okay, so thank you, Chandresh. And who will be the fourth winner? Okay, let's see. Congrats to Arian Hashol. Yeah. So the question is, how does UniLend's NFTs will work in DeFi platform? Currently, there is a lot of buzz around NFTs. So will it be like collectibles only, or will it have more use cases?
Hmm. Yeah, we are seeing a lot of buzz around NFT, and there are more use cases which are coming up continuously. So I am really glad to share this, that the NFT community will be having more use cases with our protocol. So like I mentioned, we are acting as a base layer. On our top, there is already one ecosystem grant project which is building NFT as a collateral on top of Uniland. So one thing which users will be able to see, if you hold some NFT and there is a demand in the secondary market with Uniland, you will be able to lend your NFT and borrow some other assets with that. This is the first part. Second part, the NFTs which we are giving as a collateral, we don't want this NFTs to be as a collectible. It is a permissionless ecosystem. So this
Yes.
NFT holders can, let's say, I have lended 100,000 worth of USDC or any other token on UniLend platform. Now I don't want to take this out tokens out. I want to go on OpenSea. I want to list my NFT, and this NFT, anyone who has this NFT will be able to go ahead and sort of redeem that money from the protocol. So let's say, considering it is accruing interest continuously, the value of that NFT is more than $100,000. So people will be able to go create the secondary market for this NFTs. If they want to exchange in some other way, they will be able to do it. And yeah, I mean, there are more use cases around the NFTs which we will be giving. But yeah, it is not only going to be collectibles. Definitely we have many utilities. That is why we have considered representing LPs as NFTs instead of A tokens and C tokens, which major protocols like Aave and Compound does.
Yeah, thank you. So it's definitely not going to be collectibles only. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see who the last winner is. Okay, so congrats to KillD_1. So the question is, can you share with us some partnerships of UniLend you can describe so far? Do you have any plans to form some strategic partnership in the future?
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. I mean, all the people, all the big people in the blockchain ecosystem, I have learned one thing from that, that not only you need to move forward, proceed further, you need to support all the people who are doing the honest work and the good work in the ecosystem. So just like we keep on receiving support from Polygon, we keep on receiving support from Binance team, Injective team, all the major teams which are there in ecosystem. We definitely like to support other teams also in any way we can. And anyways, we are building a permissionless money market. So all the projects which has their token, they become our direct customer. So we already have around 100 plus collaborations with different teams. And those teams are very excited for starting their lending and borrowing utility. But at the same time, we are using multiple different infrastructure. Like, we are working very closely with Chainlink team, we are working very closely with Band team, and also we are working very closely with some other teams, some major VCs also, which deploy their capital in decentralized finance. So we already have a lot of partnerships. But yeah, going forward, we want to support more and more projects, want to start lending and borrowing for more and more tokens. So if anyone want to reach us out, feel free to ping me or anyone from the team, and we will just get it started and provide all the support we can.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please feel free to contact the team members if you have any ideas. Okay, so thanks, Chandresh. And this is the end of the social media Q&A section. Now let's move to part 3 of today's live.
Mhm.
Okay, so now you could ask questions about UniLend Finance in the comment section down below. 5
Mhm.
chosen winners will take home 200 in the UFT each. So before we start, I'm excited to let the UFT community know that we are giving away 1,000 worth of UFT to you. So you can share the prize pool by registering an account on Binance.com with code KPJ7DQC8 and pass KYC by 26th of May. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's now start the Q&A section. So Chandresh, you could choose 5 of your favorite questions now. So
Mhm.
let's people. Yeah, I can see a lot of questions already.
Mhm. So, okay. Yeah, I don't see. Can you see the questions popping up? I see some other languages being used.
Yeah, I can see the questions actually. So if you go to the Binance Live app, you will be able to see the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you be able to see the questions now?
Mm. Yeah, on the app, I am not able to see the question actually.
Oh, it's fine. So
Mm-hmm. You can help me choose the question.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I missed
You
that.
you can help me choose the questions if you can see the questions.
Yeah, okay, sure. So let me see if there are um some nice questions. Okay, they are moving really fast. Um
I can see the questions now.
oh,
So
really? Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah, you can yeah choose the questions now then.
Okay. So one of the questions which I can see. Uh, Okay, this is from Binance 888 Forever. UniLend OMNIS uses on-chain oracles. Then why is it better? So yeah, I mean we do use on-chain oracles, and we have devised very specific mechanism around it, so that it is not prone to hacks, which we have seen. The recent hacks which has happened with Rari protocol team, and we have also seen multiple bad things which has happened in the ecosystem. So we make sure that our protocol is secure, and that is why like I mentioned, we are working very closely with the Chainlink team, and the isolated lending pools gives us more leverage as compared to other major protocols. So yeah, like I mentioned, it is more secure because we are using concentrated liquidations. It is more secure because we have a mechanism of isolated lending pools. We don't put all the other assets as risk as compared to other protocols. So that is why UniLend Omnis is a new innovation which has happened in the ecosystem, and that is why it is more safer and secure than other protocols. The next question which I can take. Can I lend tokens which are not listed? It is from Binance QRL. So definitely, I mean, if you don't have your tokens listed anywhere, if you don't have the oracles for that tokens, if you mint some token and there is no price feed for the token, if we can't assign a price for that particular token, it is not possible to build a money market for that token, and attach other token which actually has some value representation on chain. So if your token is not listed anywhere, if it doesn't have a price feed, then no money market will be able to sort of start the lending and borrowing for it. So it is very important to have a price feed, or have your tokens listed somewhere so that it can support. And also when the liquidations happen, at that time there needs to be the liquidity on major decentralized AMMs like Uniswap or other major AMMs, so that we will be able to support the liquidation part of it also. Okay, the next part is uh, okay. So next question is from decimal 0001, asking that how can we join the bug bounty program. So first part is, if you are a developer, we are running a smart contract bug bounty program already with Immunify. It is there live from a few months from the start of this year. So you can definitely go, and you can sort of try to participate in that thing. If you are not a developer, then we are starting one more bug bounty program. We will soon share a form around it. You can fill that form and join the particular testing group. In that particular testing, if you are able to figure out any bugs in the UI, if you have any other suggestion which we also feel, okay, this is good addition to the protocol, we will accept it. So we have the opportunities for both the community members. If you are developer, or even if you are not developer, please join us. We would love to hear from you and take it forward together. The next questions, Binance user 95F30, very short question, mainnet question mark. So yeah, I would still select this because I feel this is the right question to ask. So like I mentioned, that we believe in what CZ says, that surely, slowly but surely. So we are not rushing in launching the mainnet. We have seen that the ecosystem is growing continuously. Ethereum has again regained its TVL to 60%, and there are, I mean, the major players are still existing. So we are not rushing into it. We are making sure that our protocol is safe and secure, and meanwhile, in the background, we are making sure we have all the partners lined up correctly, which are required to make our protocol successful. So we are working a lot in the background, and this testnet shows that we are moving ahead on the technical front also. So yeah, I mean, once our testnet is successful, we will launch the final version of testnet on multiple blockchains, and from there we will move ahead with the guarded launch on Ethereum, and then also on the other blockchains which want to support us. And we will be going ahead on that route soon with the mainnet launch also. Thank you for your question. Okay, the other question I will take. One of the person has asked, THUK8, can you share us about the tokenomics clearly? So yeah, I mean, we have raised 3.1 million in 2018 from some of the very good investors who are supporting us continuously. So we did around 3.1 million dollar round at that time, and after that, in October 2019, we launched our token, which is listed on multiple exchange. Binance is one of the exchange where our UFT token is listed. We have a presence on BNB chain also. We have a presence on Polygon also. We are listed on Uniswap, QuickSwap, and many other decentralized exchanges. We are listed on Binance, SNDEX, Gate, and so many other centralized exchanges also. And we also believe that and we also have around 20% of the tokens kept aside for protocol incentivization. So when we launch our version 2, we definitely want to reward the users who are coming and using our protocol. So our tokenomics is clearly available on Binance also. And if you have a doubt, come in our community, ask, we will be able to solve all your queries. And we have done all the unlocks for our private sale investors, seed investors. So there is no more unlock which will be happening to our investors. So that part is also done. So yeah, it is very clearly available and visible to the community. If you have any further questions, please feel to ask in our community. uh, One more question which we can take.
I think it's already five questions, right? So
Okay,
the
okay.
first one is
Yeah.
about oracles, and the second is about landing tokens that are not listed, how we
Mhm.
joined the bounty program, and the fourth is very simple, 1 minute, and
Yeah.
the last one is tokenomics of UFT, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yeah.
We took 5 questions. Great.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much, Chandresh. Okay, thank you guys for the amazing questions. Now, let's move on to the last part of today's live. It's quiz time. I will ask you 4 questions, and the first 5 people who provide the correct answer in the comment section will take home 100 in UFT each. Please know that each person can only win once in this section. Are you ready? So also please be reminded that we only accept complete answers, which means that okay, let me give you an example. So A is UniLend and B is Binance. So if the answer is UniLend, you can't answer A or UniLend. You have to answer A, UniLend. So if the answer is B, you have to answer B, Binance. So if you answer A, UniLend, or B or Binance, you will not get any reward. So remember, we accept full and complete answers only. So are you ready? If you're ready, just let me know in the comment section. Yeah, I can see some people are ready. Okay, so the first question is, which of the following type of tokens can be lent and borrowed on UniLend's OMNIS version? You can see the questions here. Which of the following type of tokens can be lent and borrowed on UniLend's OMNIS version? A. Only top 50 tokens. B. Only Binance listed tokens. C. All ERC20 assets. D. Only tokens supported on Aave and Compound.
I can already see some right questions, some right answers popping up.
Yeah, so we accept full answers only. So C, all ERC20 assets,
Yes.
the correct answer. So unfortunately, if you just answer C or all ERC20 or just ERC, we won't accept these answers, unfortunately. So people who answer C or ERC20 assets will be able to get the prize. Okay, so let's now move on to the second question. What kind of pools can be created on UniLend OMNIS? What kind of pools can be created on UniLend OMNIS? A. Multi-access lending pools. A. Multi-access lending pools. B. Single access staking pools. B. Single access staking pools. C. Dual access lending and borrowing pools. C. Dual asset lending and borrowing pools. And D. Single asset lending pools. D. Single asset lending pools. Can we see correct answers already?
Yes, I can see multiple answers.
Yeah, congrats to all the winners. A lot of correct answers already. So yeah, you are correct. C. Dual asset lending and borrowing pools. Congrats to all the winners. Okay, so let's now move on to question 3. What pairs are available for trading UFT on Binance?
My
What?
favorite question.
Yeah, really? What pairs are available for trading UFT on Binance? A. You have to be very careful because all the options look similar. A. UST BUSD and UFT ETH. B. UFT BUSD and UFT BTC. C. UFT USDT and UFT ETH. D. UFT BNB and UFT USDT. I can see, I can tell why you are smiling, Chandresh, because the correct answer is A. Yeah, congrats to all the people that answered the question correctly before I even read out all the answers. Yeah, so the correct answer is A. UFT BUSD and UFT ETH. So actually, I covered this in the very first part of the live introduction. All of you know that UniLend's native token UFT is live on Binance with BUSD and ETH pairs. So
And soon people can expect more pairs also, I guess.
yeah, okay, got it. Okay, got it. Thanks for all the suggestions. Okay, so the last question. So remember, you can only win once in this section. So if you've already won, please leave the opportunities to others. And remember, we accept complete answers only. We can see a lot of letters in the comment section. We can still see A and B, but sorry, we only accept complete answers. That means the letter and the answer. So here comes the last question. How lending pools on UniLend are more secure than decentralized exchanges and other lending protocols? How lending pools on UniLend are more secure than DEXs and other lending protocols? A. No impermanent loss. B. Dynamic collateralization to avoid volatility risks. C. Dual asset isolated pools. D. All of the above. Let's see if we have correct answers already. Yep, the answer is D. All of the above.
Yeah.
Yeah, UniLend are more secure than decentralized exchanges and other lending protocols because it has no impermanent loss, dynamic collateralization to avoid risks related to volatility, and also there are dual access isolated pools. I remember Chandresh emphasized on isolated pool in the AMA a lot, so I hope
Yes.
all of got the answers correct. So congrats to the 20 winners. Rewards will be distributed to you within 14 working days. So it'll be 14 working days. It's not like 14 days. Remember, rewards will be distributed to you within 14 working days. Thank you so much, Chandresh, for your amazing AMA today. I'm sure the community has learned a lot about the upcoming UniLend Virtual Omnis, its features, and I know you um, put a lot of emphasis on community and also everything on V2. And I can see that the community is really, really excited about the
Yes.
launch because in the comment section, everyone is like, go, 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 will be recording and so they're excited about the launch. So if you want to learn more about UniLend, you can follow um, that Twitter at UniLend_finance, UniLend Finance, and also Telegram, which is the link is t.me/UniLend Finance, UniLend Finance. Okay, so last but not least, for those who haven't, don't forget to sign up for a Binance account. Yeah, by using the code KPJ7D28 and pass KYC by 26th of May. So you'll be able to share $1,000 worth of prize pool. Okay, so thank you so much for your attendance today, and thank you so much, Chandresh, for your amazing AMA. And I hope to see you soon in the future.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Susan,
Thank
and
you
the complete
so much.
Binance for continuous support. Bye bye. Have a great day, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.